It's already 2023 and the demand for travel isn't slowing down in the new year. Expedia Brands recently released their travel report, and travel expert Melanie Fish is here to break it down to us on what we're going to be seeing coming up for the new year in travel. And let's talk about this, Melanie, because everybody wants to travel. So what is this, of course, pretty much trend, what's going on, what's happening for the new year?
This is the first time three big travel brands, Vrbo, Expedia, and Hotels.com, have combined their expertise to provide a comprehensive look at what we should expect for travel in 2023. And what they found is that we've been through a series of new normals. First, there was the new normal that nobody got to travel. Then there was the new normal of everyone flocking to the great outdoors. Then there was the new normal of everyone taking these giant make up for lost time trips. 2023 is the year of the no normal. Each of these brands has uncovered some really interesting trends that show that people are seeking some different experiences this year.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about this because it's where we're seeing streaming doing the trending. We're seeing a lot of people looking around. So what are we expecting in these trends right now?
Okay, you mentioned streaming. This is probably the most surprising trend for me. It's being called set jetters. People are actually getting the inspiration for their vacations from the shows that they're binging. This is a real thing. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I watched White Lotus, so I'm definitely, after season 1, up for a trip to that resort in Hawaii. But people are actually booking trips to the UK after streaming a show with a dreamy Duke. Or maybe a young single girl in Paris is inspiring someone to take a trip to Paris. Or hobbits. Maybe we'll spot a hobbit on our trip to New Zealand. It is a very real trend. Oh, and it might be actually playing into another trend I'm seeing from Vrbo. So Vrbo is where people go to rent whole private vacation homes. And traditionally that's been at the beach or in the mountains. But for 2023, there is an uptick in demand in Western states. So think Yellowstone type stays. They've dubbed this COWBOYCATIONS. So stays in Western states like Wyoming up around 30%.
Yeah, that's what I was just noticing too, because I've been watching some of you mentioned White Lotus. I'm telling you, season 2, I think I'm gonna be taking a trip somewhere, so we'll see what happens.
Are you gonna try to go to that resort maybe?
Maybe, we'll see. I don't wanna give anything away. But the other thing I'm asking is because we're seeing people get out and travel, but is pricing, gonna affect anybody getting away nowadays?
Well, I think we're all conscious of our budgets for 2023, but people want to travel. And an interesting trend that Hotels.com spotted is that people want to take more frequent trips, and they're showing an increase in interest in 3-star stays. So what does that mean? So a 3-star stay references the amenities you get when you book a certain type of hotel. So I'm thinking around $150 a night. I'm still looking for those freebies. I'm still looking for comfortable linens, a nice bed. I want someone at the front desk for 24 hours. I have a couple of examples to bring what Hotels.com is calling 3-star superstars to life. So there's a place in San Juan, Puerto Rico that I think brings this to life. It's called the Casa Wilson Inn, around $150 a night. You get a really lovely stay right in the center of the action. You get the free breakfast, and you also get those little extra touches you're looking for, like sunscreen and beach towels. Or an example in Tahoe is the Station House Inn, still around that same price point. You get this really cool retro vibe when you stay there. You can hang out in the lobby, play board games by the fireplace. So you're not sacrificing a great experience when we're talking about these 3-star superstars.
I like that, and I like how the stars have changed because, like you said, about having someone at the front desk or a continental breakfast more than having like all this stuff that you're doing around the resorts or anything like that. So it's very interesting about that one.
You can have a 5-star reviewed stayed very easily at a 2- and 3-star property.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do, grab people in. Okay, I do have the question about people wanting to give more to their vacation, more of an experience, more of a relaxation kind of. What's some things that we're seeing trending there?
Okay. The same old wellness vacations are still there. You can still go on a yoga retreat, but hotels are really branching out into a new wave of wellness. So instead of just doing your standard hot yoga class, There's yoga with flamingos. There's yoga with horses. There's yoga with goats. There's forest bathing, going for a walk in nature and really connecting. There are food foraging tours. So some really interesting wellness experiences are trending for 2023.
I like it. And very quickly, what are the top destinations for 2023?
Expedia tells us that these really rich cultural cities are trending for 2023. Think Edinburgh, Scotland, where the Fringe Festival is. Tokyo is welcoming visitors back, so we're thrilled to see that. I'm in New York. New York, you can just feel the electricity. And Sydney, it's been so hard to get to Sydney, Australia over the last couple of years. It's come back to life. People are planning their trips, and it's going to be a huge year. World Pride is being hosted there in just a couple months.
So I love this. All right, Melanie, where can we find more information about the travel plans and, of course, these trends that are going on?
I'm booking and tracking all my travel in the apps, and the Expedia app especially has a really cool new tool called the Flight Price Tracking tool, so you'll know exactly when to book for the best value.
There it is. Melanie, thank you very much for joining us.